Hey everybody, so back to do another video for you guys, and this is one I've been anticipating doing for a while, and I'm really excited to finally get it out here for you. It is my top products of 2010. So I don't have a ton of stuff to show you. I tried to limit myself because I really could ramble on for hours about some of my favorite products, which is really bad. But these are things that really stood out to me, things that I seem to reach for the most. I don't want to say that they're like my all-time loves and I only use these products because I will use everything that I own. Like, I'm all about switching it up like every day. I try not to use the same thing twice in a week if I don't have to, just because I have so much stuff that I want to get through, and I'm not necessarily a makeup collector. I'd rather be a makeup user, so I want to try and use everything at the same time and give everything a little bit of love, but these are things that have really stood out to me this year, so let's get started. I'm going to start with my fragrance and kind of get that out there first. And my favorite one of 2010 is Miss Dior Sherry. I bought this. I wonder if it'll focus better if I do it like that. Probably not. Nope. I bought this back in February, and I use it, I would say, probably 3 or 4 times a week, and I've only got this far in it. I really like, I'll do like a spritz and I'm done. Usually like right here, and then I'll do a little bit on my wrist, and that's it. I don't get too carried away with it because I love it. You don't need a lot because this is the Eau de Parfum. It comes in Eau de Toilette too, but the Eau de Parfum will stay a little bit longer on your skin. There's so many people here that are so many gurus. Ugh, I can't talk today. There's so many gurus that love this fragrance. And there's a lot of videos on like the notes of it and everything like that. And I don't want to get into it because I'm not really good with describing fragrance notes, but I do really, really like this. It's very feminine, very soft and sweet. It kind of reminds me of like strawberries for some reason. I think that actually is one of the notes in it, believe it or not. But it's just a beautiful little feminine fragrance, very, very classic, and I have just fallen in love with it this year. So I'll throw out these 2 brushes too, which are something that I just reach for all the time. I can't imagine doing my makeup, my eye makeup without them. The first one is the Blow Cornell, the Maxine's Mop in 3/8 of an inch, which is this one here. You guys have probably seen this like a quadrillion times. Again, it's a good dupe for the MAC 239, I believe. I don't own any MAC brushes, so I think it's a 239. This is awesome for going in and packing on color. I can use it underneath my lash line. I use it for a highlight if I'm in a rush or traveling and I don't want to take a bunch of brushes. So I can't imagine not using this for eye color. I use it every single day. My other favorite one too is the Rounded Crease Brush number 13, and this is actually from Sephora. It's their professional line, and it's just your basic crease brush. But the reason I like this one is it's really fluffy, but it's still somewhat dense, so it's hard to see. But you can see, like, as I touch it, like, the bristles don't bounce around too much, so you can really get in there and blend everything out. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just put color on it. I'll kind of pat color, wipe it off, and then I'll go in and start blending everything out. And fantastic brush. I have a bunch of blending brushes, and I don't even hardly use them anymore. I probably should, because I always reach for this one. And I left it at home a couple of weeks ago, and I literally went into panic mode when I went home to see my sister, and I was like, I need to have my brush, I need to have my brush, and it was ridiculous. Like, I was almost going to buy another one because I was so in love with it, and I missed it so much, and it was only like, I was going home the next weekend, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I get crazy like that when I fall in love with something, so awesome, awesome brush. Some of my favorite eye products have been my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Again, with being oily lids and oily skin, this is the only primer that seems to hold color on for the longest. I still get some creasing with it after like 8 hours or so, but again, being so oily, like, that's better than, say, Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which was like 4 to 5 hours. So love, love, love this. Have been using it for over a year now, but it has been one of my favorite products. Again, I can't imagine not using it. Also, the Maybelline The Great Lash Mascara. This is the clear one. I use this for my brows, and again, I absolutely love this. You don't need a lot of it. Like, I literally take it and will, like, scrape the brush off because you get so much product on it, and then you can just go through, just kind of run it through your brows, and it works phenomenally. I wouldn't pay, like, $10, $15 for a brow gel when you can get this for, like, $3 at Walmart. It's awesome. Mascara, of course, Lash Blast Volume. I have been so lucky with working at Sephora that I've been trying so many different mascaras, and we're so fortunate that we get a lot of stuff that's given to us from all the different brands, and I've tried so many different ones, and I always come back to this. I have said that probably in either, I think it was one of my very first videos I ever did back in August, and I can't live without this stuff. Phenomenal mascara. Like literally, like this is just one coat today, which is hard to tell. Mind you, I am blessed with long lashes, but it's like you seriously get like the longest lashes ever, like, or not even say I have long lashes, that's not what I mean. I mean most volumized lashes, and that's just one coat. Like you literally sweep it on and go. And this is the only mascara that I can use where later in the day, other mascaras, they'll leave like little black lines here, because every time I blink and like, or I like look down or anything, it leaves like those little marks right here, and it drives me nuts. This is the only thing I've ever tried that doesn't do that. So love. I can't imagine this stuff. If they ever discontinued it, I would just be absolutely heartbroken. I probably never wear mascara again. I have a ton of eyeshadows that I could have mentioned, and I'm only really going to mention one because for some reason this was always the one that I was reaching for the most. And it's by Urban Decay, and it's the color Half Baked. And it's just your like natural gold color, and I reach for this all the time. All the time. Phenomenal product. It's the best gold that I've ever used on my skin tone, and I used it all through December for all of our holiday looks. I used it pretty much all summer with like a crazy colored liner on top, or like line my bottom lashes with something kind of out there. I love it. I honestly can't imagine being without it. And you don't need much. Like literally I've had this since February, and it still looks pretty new, other than the fact that it's been kind of like munched a little bit from throwing my brush in there, but I love it. I can't imagine being without it. Makeup Forever HD powder is another one. Awesome setting powder. Anybody with oily skin, or even any kind of skin type, will work good with this, but especially oily skin. This stuff keeps you probably the most matte out of everything I've ever tried without looking cakey. So great product for that. My MAC MSF Natural. This is awesome for in a pinch, or if I'm traveling and I don't want to take my Sephora loose mineral powder, I'll always grab for this. This stuff has been a holy grail this year. I have it on today just ever so like sheerly, I was going to say ever so slightly, but ever so sheerly, and it just gives a really nice coverage. My skin, I'm still working on a little bit of breakout here and a little bit up here as well, but my skin is getting so much better, and I just need to throw a little bit of this on. I don't have to worry about wearing a crazy full coverage foundation anymore, so yeah, love this stuff. I have 3 blushes. Ugh, I don't know how long these videos can be, but we'll see how it goes. I have 3 blushes that have really stood out to me this year. The first one is Maxwell Dressed, which is just a really pretty light pink. I'm sure lots of people have had this in their top 2010 products, because this is just one that I think is a staple in everybody's collection. Something that's a little bit of a crazier pink is NARS Desire. I've only had this probably, when did I make that video? Beginning of December, end of November, I think is when I got it. But it already makes my top list because it's like crazy beautiful, and I've been wearing it a ton, so that's one I recommend right off the bat. And my other one is my beloved Benefit Coralista, which is this one here. And again, it's similar to like NARS Orgasm with like that peachy pinky shimmery color. Beautiful on. I think it would actually work with all skin tones. It's just beautiful. Mine still has a bit of a scent to it too. I make sure to keep this little plastic thing in there as well. It smells good. It kind of smells like roses. It's very pretty. So very, very nice. Alright, and I'm down to lip products. Probably my top 2 favorite glosses were the Too Faced Mood Swing Gloss, which is what I have on right now. So it's one of those ones that comes out clear and then it changes color, and when it's like heat or air activated. It's probably hard to see. It's kind of gooey out there. It's great. Like, honestly, it's not sticky. I can throw this on, and even when the gloss starts to wear off, the color still stays. So it's nice when I'm at work and I don't get a chance to like touch up or anything like that while I'm out helping clients. This is something that I carry with me because I can just pop a little bit of this on and revive the color, but the color will still stay, which is good. Another one too is my Victoria's Secret Beauty Rush, the Minty Lip Shine. This is like one of my holy grail products as well. It's not sticky, it glides on beautifully, it tastes good, it gives your lips a bit of that cooling feeling, it helps to like, makes you feel like you've like refreshed, like you popped a piece of gum in your mouth. Really, really hydrating, absolute holy grail. in love. What else do I got? Oh yeah, my sugar lip treatment. I'm getting down, like, there's hardly anything left. This is actually the plastic piece, and I've been literally, like, digging my finger in it right now. So, using that up. Super, super hydrating, best lip balm I've ever used. And down to my 2 lipsticks. First one, BBGlam Cindy. No surprise, I've used this a ton, bought a backup. Surprisingly though, I use this a lot. I'm not a huge lipstick person. I'm trying to get into it more. Like lipstick and lip gloss I don't really reach for. Like if somebody said to me you need to touch up, it's like the last thing I'll touch up. I usually do like powder and stuff before this. So, but this one is awesome. It's like the most beautiful corally pink, or sorry, corally red. You guys have, again, all seen this already. And my other one, BBGlam Gaga. Another one, you're just beautiful Barbie pink. They're both lusters, which is good, so I can just kind of pop these on. I don't have to worry about looking in a mirror and making sure it's precise. Because the color, you can just kind of build up, but it's nothing that's, like, super opaque. So I can just, like, throw this on, run out the door. Wore this a lot in the summertime. A lot in the summer. And again, as you can see, like, for somebody who's like, I wear this all the time, do you think it would be done? Yeah, like I said, I'm not one of those people that retouches or anything like that. But beautiful, beautiful color. Again, have a backup just in case. Like, I know that she's renewed it with the BBGlam this year, but I just wanted to make sure that I still had a backup because I'm in love with it, and I was really worried. So, yeah. I probably should have went a little bit faster for you guys, but I tried to hammer it out there because I get too busy talking about products and not showing them to you. But, yeah, those are my absolute favorite products this year. Thanks, guys, for watching. I know I've only been around since August, but I plan on doing more videos and really getting myself out there and, like, you know, getting some more ideas. I've been really having a hard time with figuring out what ideas to do for videos. So if you guys have any suggestions on any videos that you'd like me to film, definitely let me know. I'm not much for doing reviews. Like, my uni palette, I think, is one of my first reviews I've ever done. But I think I could get into it. So, like I said, if there's anything here that you want me to review or anything like that, let me know. And thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon.